welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, and today we are going to have another Windows 10 mobile-centered episode where I'm going to show you 3 different games again. And it is very close to Christmas, so we are at the 23rd of December at the moment. I hope you will have a great and perfect celebration time, but because of that I'm throwing in one of the games that is a little bit Christmas themed. There are not too many I haven't covered in the Windows Store anymore, which are Christmas themed itself, but it's close to that. So that one is going to be something I want to show you. And other than that, of course, my name is Gerald. I've got a couple of different things which we like. This mouse, and it's a Bluetooth mouse. I have this Foldable keyboard, which is this one. And of course there would be the Xbox One as wireless controller, or a couple of other gamepads. I have a couple of them. But at the moment, unfortunately, none of the games we are going to have a look at in this episode are going to support this. So this one is just staying at the side. The games we are going to look at today are Queen's Garden 5 Xmas Edition. That's the one I told you about. Cnut, which really is a very strange one, but let's have a look at that. Probably you will like it, but again, it's a very strange one. And we are going to play Armed. The first one can be played with the normal Continuum mode. The other ones have to be used with a mirror mode of Continuum, or better to say of the smartphone. So we are going to change that in between. Of course, as you all know, everything is done by my mighty Lumia 950 XL, which is this one, which has a Mozo cover at the back with I think it's maple wood or walnut or something, I'm not sure at the moment. But it's a very nice cover here with real wood on the back of it. We are going to have, or we are using more or less a USB-C connector at the bottom here, which is a very special thing for a smartphone that is as old as this one. This one was released in 2015, just to let you know, and then this was one of the first ones which really had USB-C. Not the first one, but one of the first ones. And of course we are using Bluetooth with this in Continuum mode, so you can already see it. We have a desktop-like experience on this display here. The USB-C connector is today again connected to the display dock, which is standing at the side here. I had a problem with a faulty cable there, so the red one you are familiar with now had some kind of a problem. I'm not sure what it is, but it just didn't work anymore, so I had to use this this one, which is of course a direct connector. So for the last couple of episodes I used this one just to make sure that you could see everything, and it's working fine too. The good thing about this is that I can just attach more devices to it, and of course that it's charged at the same time, which is a great thing. So those are the 2 options why I'm using this. Other than that, of course, we are using the display dock itself to connect it by HDMI to this TV, and like this we get this desktop-like experience on the big screen. So I can show that to you, and I can just control my smartphone, which is creating all this, with, for instance, my Bluetooth mouse and so on, which are all connected to the smartphone itself. If you want to know more all about this, have a look at the corner of there. There are a couple of other videos where I'm talking about this more in depth, how it's done, what it is, and so on and so forth. But I would say let's start with the first game of this episode. The first game of this episode is going to be Queen's Garden 5 Xmas Edition. And for that I'm going to turn around just because I can play it like that in a better way. And of course, to open it up, I will have to go to my All Apps list, which is of course at the corner here in the Windows menu. I'm going to go in there, and as you can see, all the games I recently installed are not capable of being used in the Continuum way here, but Garden Queen 5 is, so we are going to play that one in Continuum mode, and all the other ones are going to be played in the mirrored mode. Okay. In general, that means that the other games are Windows Phone games in general. It's not always like that, but yeah, in this case it might be. And so Windows Phone 8.1, I think, games are the ones which are capable of mirroring mode, but are not usable with Windows 10 Mobile by itself in the Continuum mode. And as you already can see, this is a Garden Christmas edition, so Queen's Garden Christmas. Very nice game if you like this kind of games. It has some kind of a royal flair to it, or whatever you want to call that. And in the end, there are a couple of different options here. You can use this with your mouse. As you can see, it's reacting to my mouse here. And now we just have a look in the options just to show you what's going on here. So you can change the language, for instance. I'm going to change the language in this case, just so you can read better what is written everywhere, if you are from another country at least. And of course, as you can see, we have a couple of different options like music volume, SFX, so the effects volume. You can show hints and show help. They are a little bit nerfing sometimes. It's not really bad or something. It's not really getting on your nerve very much. But if you don't want it, just click them off here. And there are a couple of different other options. For instance, you can play against the time. You are asked at the first time you open the app which kind of mode you want to play in against the time. Funny that is not really translated, but doesn't matter. Against time, this means. And of course, there are a couple of other modes. For instance, there is one, I think, which is called just free display mode. So you're not going to have any kind of limitations. And there are a couple of other ones. Just have a look at them, choose the one you want to play. And if you have to change it, you can go in here. And as you can see, there's relaxed, piece of cake, and timed. And we are going to play the timed one. Okay, so after that I'm going to click OK, and we have a couple of other options here, but I'm just going to go in and play the game with you. So for that, as mentioned before, I'm going to turn around, go in here, and we should be able to play the game. And the game consists of two different things, more or less. So in the end, you are building up some kind of a garden, as you can see here. A winter garden, more or less. So you are going to place different kinds of trees, for instance. As you can see, this is a tree I placed here. And you can just click on this to go to the store, which is in-game money at the moment. So a good thing in this case. And now you can just, for instance, buy another tree or whatever. As you can see, those two I already got and put in here. And since I'm at the start of all this, there's only one tree available. So if I want to put in more, I can, for instance, do it like this. In the end, all you have to do, I don't think there's some kind of an aim or something in this specific display or screen here, but you just can do whatever you want and build up a nice garden that you like or whatever. If you click on that, there's going to run around a little guy who's going to plant everything. There he comes. And he's just going to put in the azalea tree, azaleen tree in this case. And this is more or less what you have to do here. The girl you saw in the starting screen is more or less the owner of all this, and you are the gardener, more or less, to bring everything to her. And now I'm just building some kind of a garden here for her. But what is the real game of this? So the real game is, where you get money from and so on, is 3 wins game. So if you click on play, we are going to go to different kind of levels. As you can see, this is a timed level we played with best time of just under 1 minute in the end. And if I click on play level 2, I'm going to go into this kind of mode. You all know these games. They are nice to play. In this case, very nicely done. I really like it. They have a couple of different other backgrounds and stuff like that going on. And of course, everything is very, very Christmas themed. But in the end, all you have to do is now... There was one of the hints and helps, which, as mentioned before, I'm not the biggest fan of that. It's very, very annoying, but the good thing is you can just click them away if you want to, but to show it to you what's going on, I'm going to leave them in. As you can see, you have a very Christmas time themed one here, and we can just, for instance, use everything here to just move them around. So move one of the points and 3 wins. So in the end, 3 in one of of the axes here will give you more money afterwards, but now you have some kind of a goal. In this case, we have the goal to get all the different golden plated fields here gone. So if we do that, we should be fine. So what to do? Let's start, for instance, with, this looks promising. Okay. In the end, you can do a couple of different things here, but make sure you are timed, so you have a couple of different timing aims, more or less, to achieve here, and this is what you have to do in this case. So this is a problem down below here, because we will have to get everything of the wet plates or the golden plates away. As you can see, this one was one of them. And now I'm just going to try to get everything out here. I'm not sure what the blue one was. It's not important somehow, as it seems. Or it's something I'm not aware of what that should bring us. This is more or less one of the power-ups, let's say it like this. So they are going to bring us a couple of different options here. Not sure what that was supposed to tell me. But for instance, this will bring us another one. And like this, we can, for instance, get this open, or we just click it like this, because it's possible to do it like this too. Okay, so this one was a little bit bad by me, but now that's fine too. As you can see, we still have one of them left, so let's fix that too. And now we won the game. As you can see, we have still 2 minutes on the clock there. Everything is fine, and we got this level fixed. She is happy. We get a couple of different informations about this. So the time we of course had to do the real time limit that was set. So we had more or less 2 minutes left there. And of course the goals we got. And here we can see it was a bonus we got. And this gives us money. And the money can now be taken and going to be spent in our garden building. So if you want to do that, that's fine. And of course we get experience to get more and more things to buy from the gardening shop there. So let's have a look. Sooner or later it should load. There's a new music, which is in the end a good sign. Yeah, there we go. Here we are. And as you can see, we have the option now. There's one level up in the end. Or bonus up? No. Items unlocked. As you can see, we have new items we can place in here. So for instance, the winter Jean, boxwood and black pine, which we can use here. It's of course winter themed, so everything has to be a little bit like, something that can really handle the winter a little bit better at least. And as mentioned before, we have a couple of different things here. For instance, ground elements. These are the ones we can use to put in stuff, but at the moment there's nothing we can do. So let's leave that and go in here just to have a look at what we can do. Here we have flowers, other plants, man-made stuff, so sculptures and stuff like that, and we can put in different grounds more or less. And for that, let's go to the other plants just to see what we got here. As you can see, we have this. We can now click on the icon here to get a couple of different informations about the plant or whatever we are going to buy here. And after that, just click it, and now we can put it somewhere. How do you put it somewhere? More or less, you are going to buy it, and then it's going to be placed there. And if you want to move it around, you can just click on it, move it around, and put it somewhere else. And this is all what we are going to do here. So build up your own garden, do it in a nice way, and this is more or less the game I wanted to show you here. Okay, the next one is a very, very strange one. I find those very, very entertaining. Because of that, I'm going to show them to you. It's not about how to play them or that they are very nicely played or something. It's really just something very odd, and so I want to show it to you. It's called Cnut or something. Let's have a look at that. There's a backstory behind this, which is a nice one if you ask me, but first, Cnut, there is it is. First we have to switch off the Continuum mode and go to the mirror mode for this. For this, I'm going to open up my smartphone here. As you can see, we have this interface here to more or less have a touchpad, which is going to move around the mouse on the screen here. You can already see that. Now, in the upper right corner you're going to find the 3-point menu, and if you click there we can go to the display settings, and if I scroll down to the extended settings I get the option to mirror the screen, and now we have the screen mirrored. It's of course German because I am German and this is a German phone at the moment, but in the end now we can just use it in this mirrored screen mode and play other games which are not Continuum enabled like this, but we can play very old games, for instance, too, or the ones which are just not Continuum enabled. Okay, so I'm going to turn around again. And now if you want to use stuff here, we are going to go down here, go to all apps in this case. And as you can see, all the other apps are now available. We can play everything here in this mode, because on the smartphone itself they are working, and all that is going to happen here is the screen is going to be mirrored to the big screen. No other interface or something, which is a great feature. I really like that. But if we can't use it for some apps, this is fine too. Would be a great thing if they would have added that just like a question or something. So, for instance, if you click on an app, they should show you, hey, this app isn't going to work in Continuum mode or something. Would you like to use it in mirror mode? And then they just should go to mirror mode, use it there if you would press yes, of course. And if that is done and you close down the app or something, then they should just go back to the Continuum mode and everything would be fine. Everything would work and the Continuum part would work too. But anyway, for now we are going to go to Cnut or whatever, or Cnut or whatever. It seems to be some kind of an old, king or something. And if you go to the instructions, you're going to get a couple of different informations about all this. It's very hard to read with this with font style, I think, but whatever. In the end, there was some kind of a king of England or something. And the funny thing about it is he got called out to be one of the mightiest kings, and everybody was very, very happy with him and said that he was the greatest and stuff like that. And because everyone told him that, he just didn't want to be the guy who's taking it all in only, but he wanted to show them, hey, even I have some kind of limitations and stuff like that, so don't think of me in that way. And what he did is he got to the ocean in this way, and he got to the ocean and placed himself there, and people came and watched him, and then he just said, hey, everybody is already saying that I'm like a god figure or something, and I can do everything and stuff like that, but as you can see, I can't, for instance, command the waves. And so he tried to command the waves, didn't work out, and because of that everybody knew, okay, hey, he's just another guy, but he's a great guy. So yeah, I really like this kind of story. He is probably a good king if he really did something like this. I don't know anything else about him, so he might be a very, very bad man otherwise, but this was at least a good thing to do. And the game itself is very, very limited and very, very strange, if you ask me. So if I click on play, you're going to see more or less the same image, but the king is going to watch you from time to time. And the waves, so the tide is going to more or less go up and down. And the problem is he's going to drown if you're not helping him. So we are going to click on play, and as you can see, those very strange eyes you can see there are going to watch you directly in some situations. And if that happens, only then you should click to let the tide, which is going down from the bottom there, go back down a little bit. There we go. And I misclicked. Sometimes you really have to do it a couple of times to get it working. Especially with the Bluetooth connection, which has, of course, a little bit of a delay, which is bad for us. He's going to die probably, because I'm going to show it to you. There is this showing effect, and I'm not going. Yeah, perfect. If I click more than once, and he's not going to watch me at the time. Come on, please. One more. Give me an option to show you that the tide is going to go down. Now, probably, no. Okay, sorry, didn't work out, let's try it again. In the end, if he's watching you with the eyes really straight on you, or on the screen, then you should really click the button. But, and if you click it in the right way, the tide is going to be one step down. And this is the whole game. So this is more or less why I really find this very, very funny, because somebody thought that it would be a great thing to have this kind of game where only two kinds of eyes are going to watch you more or less, probably randomly looking at you in some kind of way. And if they look at you, you have to press one button to get the tides down. And this is all that is going to happen. I don't think there's even something like a score or something. So everything that is going to go on here, oh come on, yeah, there we go. You saw it, 2 steps down, I got the right position there. And it's all about the story, if you ask me, which is a fun one. And yeah, for instance, if you click too often, the tide is going to go up even faster. Don't ask me who did this and why he did it. It really is just that funny that somebody took the time and did an app for that. But okay, if you want to try it out, just download it. I really like it that it's this way, and somehow I really think it's a nice thing to have here. Other than that, let's have a look at the last game of this episode, which is going to be Armed. And for that, because I already see that my camera is running out of memory, I'm going to pause and we are going to be back after that. Yeah, and here we are again. As mentioned before, my memory ran out, but doesn't matter. I just deleted a couple of things and now I have enough to do this episode. And yeah, in the end, the next one is a very great one, if you ask me. It's called Armed. And it's more or less a round-based strategical war game, or whatever you want to call it. It's a very nice one. Sci-fi is the base here. And I really like the game. I played it for a couple of hours probably today because of that. Yeah, I'm a little bit late with this episode, but doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to go to my all apps list here. Again, down in here. There it is. It's called Armed. It's this one. I'm going to click on it, and it's a very great game where you are going to fight against other Continuum, more or less, by Sickhead Games. And as you can see, it's 3D from top down in the end. It's a very nice one. You have to... It's a very interesting one because it's automatically moving the screen to landscape, but which is very great for Continuum in this case. Or the gaming experience we are going to have here. I'm going to turn around and we are just going to play it with our mouse here. There is no multiplayer available at the moment, but what you can do, slide to the side, and as you can see here is, yeah, just fight against one of the computers here. I don't think there's more to it, no. And so we are just going, or yeah, let's say it like this. You can play a local game against other people if they are going to use the same device as you, just handing it over. This is fine too, because it's a round-based game. Here's the system. We are going to go to the options here just to show you. There are a couple of different things, like if you want to be warned, stay here for once. If you want to get warned if you are attacked. And of course, if you want to get notified if you didn't do anything for one of the turns you are going to play there, and there's vibration. We don't need that in this case at least, and this is more or less what this is all about. You all know about music and effect, volume, more or less. This is this. So now let's have a look. We are going to go and probably to this one and go to new game just to show you what's going on. Now you can just select which kind of difficulty level you want to have. So this is very easy, middle, pretty hard, and just bonkers, more or less. And yeah, so in the end we have this kind of card, it's rivet in this case, and we are going to have this kind of optics. So in the end it's round based, but other than that really like an RTS, but round based. And yeah, in the end you can turn around here, have a look at the different options. At the moment we are at the right side. Last time I always was on the left side, but this seems to be the enemy's base. As you can see, it's a normal base game where you are going to have different kind of hexagonal, is that in English word? I'm not sure, but in the end this kind of shape, which is going to give you options to play stuff. So first off, we are going to build something. So as you can see, you click on this button. Now you have a couple of different options to build something on. So I'm clicking on this, and as you can see, you have money. So each and every turn you're getting a little bit of money, which is going to be higher if you have more facilities and stuff like that. So your money income will increase with that. And as you can see, you have a couple of different things to build here. $1,000 or whatever coins are available. If I click on, for instance, this one, you can already see, okay, we have a laser tower. We can build, we have a rocket battery. We have a healing chamber station, or whatever you want to call that. Some kind of a grenade thrower or throttler. We have a factory, and we have a, yeah, more or less something where you can fire, yeah, very long range missiles with. At the start I would highly recommend you to build one of the factories now. And we are going to start with this, and of course, just to make sure that nobody is going to overrun us, it's not important at the start, but I would start early with it. We are going to put in some kind of weaponry, so a defensive mechanism like the rocket battery, for instance. I like this one. I'm going to place it in. Everything you are building, at the moment at least, there are a couple of things which need more than one round, but everything you are building is going to take one round, and then if you are ready and you spend all the money you wanted to spend, you can go on and click this button to go to the next round. Of course, the enemy is going to have this round too, so he is going to play stuff and do the same thing as you did. Build up his base and so on. You can't see what he's going to do if you have not any kind of scout or whatever that is going to go over there and have sight on that. So in the end, this is more or less like the fog of war in some games, which is by default there. So you're not going to see anything if you have no kind of unit which is going to be in the closer distance, depending on the unit, to the other enemy here. What can we do other than that? We can, for instance, have a look at the upgrade. So if you click, for instance, on this button, you can see, okay, we are on the update mode. And now we can, for instance, click on the base in this case and see, okay, we have a couple of different updates we can use. For instance, this one is going to increase the chance to not get hit by anyone is more or less increased by this. So if one of your drones, because you're going to fight with drones, there are a couple of different a couple of different units here. In general, the enemy has the same ones as you, so it's a little bit easier to work them out. But in the end, as you can see, we have those two options. There's an orbital hit, more or less, so you can, for instance, kill something, or at least fire at it from the space, more or less. And in the end, this one is for this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, get this. At the moment I can't build anything else, so it doesn't matter if I get my money out or spend my money. It's often a good idea to spend your money, especially because the enemy can't reach you at the first 2 or 3 rounds, maybe a couple more. Before he's going to be ready to attack you, and of course you can go in and attack him too. Otherwise, what you are going to find here are different structures which are around here, which are more or less energy-based structures. So those energy power plants, more or less, will give you more money. There's not different kind of resources or something. You're only working with money and units in this game. And yeah, if you are going to go to this area and capture this place more or less, you are getting more money from it. So first off, we just built something. This is more or less like a yeah, I'm not sure what the English word for it is. It's more or less, if you build something, they are trying to get to that. At least it was meant to like this. I'm not seeing it everywhere, but let's see if it's going to be like this. I'm not sure. Other than that, we can just click on that now. And as you can see, this building can build us some drones. As you can see, we have two options at the moment. So one is yeah, unarmed scout unit, which is going to fly over and it's very fast but very easy to kill, so we are not going to use this one. And there is this tank unit. It's called tank, it's not really a tank, it's something else, but in the end it fulfills more or less the role of a tank on the battlefield. So it's going to be one that is pretty good to navigate around and can go around more or less fast, not the fastest unit in the game, but fast enough, and it has some kind of a gun on it, so it can more or less fight against somebody. So we are going to buy this. As you can see, here is some money we are going to have to spend for it, 100 units or coins in this case. We have 100, let's get that. And it will take one turn, so the next turn this unit is available, and as you can see, he is trying to go over there then. And yeah, in the end, it's going to be built. If we click on this now, we can see there is our unit, which is going to grow up. And he is going to travel over here. And of course, since we are on our side of the map, we are not going to fight the enemy at the moment, because the enemy has the same conditions like you. He's starting with the same stuff, and he's just trying to get everything ready as you are. So the first couple of rounds is not going to happen too much here, but of course we will have to prepare for all the attacks which are coming in. As you can see, we can now build a laser turret, for instance, but we don't have the money for that, so we are going to wait for it. Next thing we can do is for instance to get go to the factory here. And we can of course get another one of them. You can double click on that to make it happen. And now he's going to go over there too. And we will see what's happening. At the moment we don't have any kind of real thing to do. As you can see, he's capturing this place now. And this is going to be our new power plant. You should do something with it. Good thing is, if you have a power plant, so some kind of a building, you can try to build defensive mechanism around it. That's possible now. So on this squared ones, the concrete places you see around them, you can build stuff. And of course, if you have one of the units here, you can tell them in the middle of the run to go somewhere else, because of course we want all the different power plants we can get. At the start it's two on your side, two on the side from the enemy, and now you will just have to try to battle them. As mentioned before, we can't see what's going on here because we didn't more or less use any kind of drone or whatever to go over there. Normally all your different units can't pass water, so you have to go to the bridges. Here are two bridges, you can go over there. After a while there are going to be updates and stuff like that that will help you, and there are a couple of different other units in the higher tier units which can go over lava for some kind of reason, and in this case over water. And of course I'm just going to click to go over there. He's going to go back here, try to reach that. We have some kind of a defensive structure already, so it's fine, and we have 300 coins available for us now. So let's have a look if we can build something else which is hopefully helpful for us. But I'm going to place something in here, and to defend that one we could, for instance, get the repair shop more or less, but we don't need it at the moment. If you are in some kind of a fighting scenario later on, you will need it, but at the moment it's fine to just buy something like this. I'm not sure how much I should show you because the game can take pretty long. So first off, just to go over there. Oh, it's not 2, it's 3 power plants. Sorry. So 3 power plants for all the players here. We're going to go over there with this one, just to make sure that we get all the money and all the stuff we can get here. And we have no money left, so just click on that, wait for the different units to arrive where they should arrive. You can't zoom in or something, it's really this, what you are seeing here. And as you can see, our power plant is going to be built now, or we are going to overtake it more or less. We have 175 coins left now. And now let's have a look at the update part. So as you can see, it's not only the base you can update here, but it's all the different ones which have this little icon or pulsing symbol around them. And if you click on that, then you can see, okay, hey, here is some kind of an update we can put on that. For instance, in this case, it's shield. So we could add some kind of a shield to this tower, or whatever we want to call that. It's a rocket launcher or something. And we could do that, but that's not very helpful at the start. So let's have a look if we can update, for instance, our armory. As you can see, Arm Fabricator. Arm is a higher tier level unit. We are not going to be able to get that very soon, so let's have a look what we can do additional to that. This is a good one, because if you are activating this, all the different units you are going to build with this factory. You can have different factories, or more than one at least. And if you build it with this factory, it's going to have a shield around it, and the other one would be reactor, which means that this one is going to be capable of building 2 units at the same time. But we're not going to do that. Probably shield is a good one, or arm. We are going to go with shield first, because otherwise I'm not sure if he's going to overrun us faster than we can overtake the parts. And this should overtake it. Interesting. Normally you just have to go close to it, but I'm just going to click on it just to make sure that everything is working here. As you can see, we have a new part captured, power plant captured. This one is a new one which is going to be captured too. And now we are just going to put our unit here to defend this. One unit is a little bit on the short side here, so we will have to go up. But as you can see, we get more and more money. After a while you are going to get, I don't know, 1,000 or 2,000 even of money. Money isn't really a problem in this game, at least not in the less difficult levels here. So let's go in and build something. There's this laser tower, which is a nice one, but I really like the rocket battery because it can even fight several enemies at the same time. This one is going to fire at one only. Has not the greatest range or something, but it works pretty fine because the damage output is pretty high. But still, I like it to attack them before they are really at my place, so this might be the better version. Okay, other than that, as you can see, we can choose one of the structures here to try to upgrade them again. It's not going to work because we only have 75 left here, but as you can see, there are going to be more and more things we can update here. For instance, this is a hover tank, which can go over water if you want to, and stuff like this. At least with another update. We need another update for that, which can be put in by the factory and stuff like that. In the end, it just takes a little till everything is done. I wouldn't do this in normal mode normally, but just to show you what the fights look like, I'm going to put one of my units over here, and just to show you what's happening. As you can see, he is walking over. All the different fields are going to be... you can't see anything at the moment at those, but you see that there's a light area around our unit, which is going to tell us, okay, cool, we can use that area to see everything. And in the end, I'm going to build up maybe another unit now, Not sure if we want to play this in a longer play or whatever, but yeah, I think it's already pretty long, the episode, so we are going to just play this for a couple of probably minutes till we end this. Here, for instance, is another one that was just recently activated for us, and this is more or less an artillery one, so something that can shoot very far away targets, or at least a little bit far away targets. But problem is, everything that is very close to it can't be attacked with this unit. But I'm still going to buy this. As you can see, it's going to be activated like this at this point. I'm going to put it probably over here. Yeah, why not? And after that, I'm just going to click on this button to go on and do the next one. Or we could have a look if we can, for instance, update something. Here, for instance, we could go for this to build some kind of air units. So there are air units which are flying around and stuff like that. Or we can add this, we already have that, so go for this, why not? And now let's see that we can see everything here. In the end, this unit is going to be destroyed very fast. At least if he already got this power plant. Yeah, we already got it. But there is nothing defending it, which is a nice touch. Thank you. Since he probably is defending one of the other bridges or something, I'm not sure. We can try to destroy this. Not sure if we are going to be able to do it in a very fast way, but one of the things I'm going to do here is I'm going to build up another factory, if I can. No, I can't. I don't have 500, sorry. And we could go for this, for instance, which is a nice one, a repair shop, but we don't have enough units that this would be a good idea, because only 2 units we have are those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build something. For instance, a hover tank here is available, and we have our first air unit available too. So maybe that one is a nice one, I'm not sure. It's very easy to destroy, but it has a couple of very powerful weapons, so I'm going to use this, why not? And I'm going to bring our part up here. As you can see, you can even put in 2 different waypoints here. So the first one is go here, and after that go over there. Okay, this is fine. There is one of the enemy units. As you can see, this is a drone. He's trying to check out what we have here, which is fine for me. And next thing is we are going to build some kind of, if we can, yeah. No, we can't. 25 coins too less. So this has to be done by my tank here. I'm going to bring it over here. He's going to fight this. It's very easy to destroy them. In general, it's even... Yeah, okay. Artillery unit is there. Maybe he's going to fly into my tower here, so this is fine. We already got this, which is very helpful, because now we can go in here and put some kind of a defensive mechanism in here. For instance, this one is something that can, more or less throw a napalm grenade or something, which is nice for everything on the ground, but for everything that is flying, it's a bad choice. So we are going to go again with our rocket launcher. And maybe because we want to, and this is something we already got, which is very important for us, I'm going to put in another defense structure here. The next thing I'm going to try to build here is some kind of a factory in this case, because then I can very easily send over all the different units here to the enemy. And now let's have a look what he got here, because now I'm just going to go in. This one is very likely already defended, so you can see what's going on. There are different kinds of terrain here too. It's not. He's not defending this. Really? Very stupid of him. Okay, we will see what's happening here. We can't build any kind of factory at the moment. Is he going to throw into my... Yeah, he is probably very close to entering my zone here. In the end, it's all about the terrain. He can't see it at the moment. Otherwise, he would already be dead. But we can, for instance, send over my flying one. I'm not sure if he can even attack. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. We are going... Yeah, here. He is already defending this, so this is fine. As you can see, there was some kind of a fight going on. I'm going to lose this one. Sorry that I was here and didn't show you. But the good thing is we already have some kind of defending structures here. So his tanks, so this is just a tank, we can have a look at that. It's the same one we are using more or less. And he's going to try to attack me and get his structure back, because this is in general his structure. And like this, he's going to try to get me out of this again. Good thing about it is I can just build everything I want here. So for instance, this one is going to be there, and the second one will be built here. For instance, he's going to fire at me and it's going to hurt me a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that I can handle his attack waves at the start. And I think this is more or less all I can build here. Okay, no, I can build this too. Put this in, and I just leave one open to get at least one factory there, so I have just a very short way here. But as you can see, yeah, he has a very hard time fighting against me here, and he's losing all his units. He's going to die. This is pretty over already. So let's see what we can do here. Put in a factory, as mentioned before. Would be good to have something like a repair shop here too, but just to be able to produce in a faster way, I'm going to put it in here, and the other ones are going to defend everything. He can't have enough units to kill me here in the end. He could, of course, but it's very unlikely. So let's see. Something happened over here too. Probably I got with my flying unit here. I got him somehow too. I'm going to put it over here. Come on. Just stay there. It's a little bit of a problem. Sometimes I'm just misclicking here, but it's not really a big one or something. It's just happening. Another thing you can do is this one. So we can put on special power-ups or whatever you want to call that on different units. As you can see, if you just click on the button here, this one, and click on one of your units, you can then, for instance, buy a mega shield in this case. So if I click on that, I could do this. In the end, I don't have the needed update for that at the moment at my headquarters here. So I'm going to click on this and get, for instance, this one. Let's see, can I afford something else? I'm not sure. Probably not. Yeah, there's nothing I can do at the moment because this one is already updated. I could put in something on my tank here in this case. But that's not very important too. He's just fighting against that drone, which is going to die anyway very fastly. So let's see what's happening here. I'm just going to have a look at the drone, what he's going to do there. As you can see, he is already close to being destroyed in this case. And we have another unit which is attacked here. Which one is this? It's a mobile artillery. So the one I had over there, but the problem is he's way too close to me. That's one of the problems if you are not going to scout or something. Those artillery units are really useless because they can't see very far, and like this he is going to try to attack this tower, which is of course a good call for him, but a couple of other ones which are going to kill him easier and faster than he can do everything. I'm not sure how it is about repairs and stuff. I think that each and every unit is going to be, or at least the structures are going to be repaired after a while. and so he's not going to get anything out of this. We have 800 of this, and we can now just build everything on the other side of the map because we just put in this factory. So let's build something. And other than that, I can also activate this, for instance. I'm going to get the big guns out, more or less. This takes a little, so four turns, so that is going to be done. But as mentioned before, he's not going to be very, very successful here. At least not very likely. As you can see, he got a little bit of a fight out here, so he's not totally useless or defenseless against me. But I'm going to put this one just in the middle of the part here. He has probably enough backup here to get everything done. As you can see, our money is going to rise up again. And go on, go in there, get that one, for instance. Good thing is now we have quite a long kind of view to go on here. We can now go to our other options here. Maybe our base could, or this one could really use some kind of, for instance, a rocket battery, and maybe I can build something else. I'm going to have to bring my my tank out of here, so I can build something there. And now I'm just going to put in, why not this one, doesn't matter. And then we are going to use this long-range weapon, maybe, if we can, I'm not sure. And maybe I'm going to build something like a repair shop over here at least, so in the end, if I can bring them back to the repair shop, they are going to be repaired. Everything that is close to this structure is going to be repaired here. And now we got a lot of different attacks here going on. As you can see, we got it covered at the end. And of course, we will have to attack his structures too now and go in and stuff like that. But as mentioned before, I don't want to show you the whole game because it's just very long episodes then. Probably you have the time because in the end it's Christmas time, and sometimes we have to wait for the presents to be presented and the evening, of course. So hopefully you will have fun with this episode. But I would say this was the last part I'm going to show you here. Thank you for watching. Have a great celebration day. I hope you really have fun with your family, and all the best to you. I hope you have the greatest time ever, of course. Other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. If you didn't subscribe till now, the button is down below. Please click on it, it's really helping the channel. Other than that, give it a thumbs up, of course, because if you liked the episode, of course. And if you have any kind of questions, want to say something, or just wish everybody a nice Merry Christmas or whatever, put it down below in the commentary section. I hope you will do so. See you in the next episode. Have a great time over the coming celebration days. And other than that, thank you for watching, and bye. Bye!